right, Single 40 Podcast, episode 57. Just me and Glenn.
Hey, what's up, guys?
All right, man, we're about 16 days away from the trip.
Yeah, it's coming up, man. I can't.
2 weeks.
It's gonna be here before we know it.
Yeah, so right out the gate, the plans have changed. No longer Stella Bar, no longer Miko's. Our contact at Stella went to go work somewhere else, and the bar he's working at's too small, and Miko's, I believe, closed down. So I was saying on one of the last podcasts, we were talking about, reaching out to Wolfpack. They beat us to the punch, and they reached out to us. So now it's looking like, Atlantis, Dollhouse, and then we're going to hit all the Wolfpack spots. So I think first night's Dollhouse, and then I believe it's Lucifer, then XS, and I think the next night's going to be Atlantis and Avalon, and then obviously Sky piped in at the same time. So
perfect. Can't wait, man.
We'll see. I think we're going to have a lot of people. There's been a lot of comments on like YouTube and Facebook of people that are like going to join us, and it's hard to keep track, right? So it's like, I don't know what the numbers are going to be, but I think there's a lot of guys that are coming out. So
oh yeah, fucking can't wait. I mean, it's going to be you just never know who's going to show up, right? So it's always one of those things where
the entourage.
I want to say when we first started to invite people and we walked down out to the street, and I remember being like, Jesus, there's a lot of people, but so it makes these trips awesome, and Yeah, and the night of the party, when we all get a chance to meet you, like tell us, what you watch us on when you meet us, Facebook or YouTube, and then your handle, because it's hard for me to decipher who's who, because not a lot of people use their name on their account, right? And I think we've talked about it, but we want to obviously try to get more content, as much as we we do film over there. It's like, it's not like our first instinct is to like grab our phone, but we want to meet people, and we definitely want to interview people, try to get some
Yeah, if you're coming to the party and you're not shy of the camera and you're down to get filmed, we want to ask some of you guys questions. How'd you find us? Like, what do you think of Angelus? That type of shit. How's the party going? Just create more content.
Yeah, no, definitely
get some people's perspectives, because we're trying to grow this thing and trying to make Walking Street great again and get people to go. So we're always going to be combating all the negativity about how it's dead and it's a shit dump and all that. And this is how we do it. We put out a bunch more content of the positive side of it. And, you're Johnny from wherever and you come up to party with us. We get you on camera. Hey, I saw these guys and wanted to join the party. Here I am. It's fucking awesome. Like, come on out and get more people to follow, your lead and come on out. Like how we had Joey last week talking about it. Like, come join us.
Yeah, I mean, sitting and like listening to that podcast, Joey, dude, fuck, that guy's inspiring, man. The guy,
oh yeah.
He lost a bunch of weight. I just remember because I was in that same boat like 10 years ago, like overweight, kind of out of it, and the Philippines definitely changed my mindset, like my thought process, and just motivated me to listen to him. So it's kind of cool to hear that from other people.
Definitely, and those are the people we're looking for, to have that experience that has that type of effect on their life, right? And then granted, it's not going to happen for everybody, and that's totally fine, but if you get out there and you have that type of experience, those are the community that we're looking for and the people we're trying to get to come and then, talk to us and, keep finding more and more people like that, because if you can help people change their life for the positive, like you saw Joey talking about, like it's fucking great, right? That's what we're after.
That's basically, what we were doing for how many years before we were like, hey, let's create this channel. But the people that we brought, they're obviously Matt, like the monster, like his, he was in the same boat, and it's just one of those things where, you don't realize you're in it until you go do something fun and changes your mindset, and then you come back to the shit you're in, and then you're like fuck, what am I doing, and that's like my mindset, and that's like why making these videos, I try to make them fucking like go towards those people, so. And
let's get real, it's not for everybody. We've brought friends that for whatever reason didn't have the experience or the life-changing experience that we had, and that's totally cool. It is what it is. It's not for everybody, but the positive ones we have brought, and it's awesome. And then I think there's more people out there, and that's what we're trying to get to. And we got to combat, like we always talk about, all the negative content on Angeles City. And come on, guys. Like, I realize it's not the same as it was when Clark Air Force Base was there. It never will be. Like, you have a military base full of fucking people. I'm sure it was fucking off the charts crazy, and I understand that. And it's not going to be like that, because there's never going to be the air base there again. Or if there was, it would come back to that. But Current time, it's not there, right? So then you just get these other people that talk about, pre-pandemic, and it's like, we're not stupid. It's definitely fallen off in the customer base, and the tourism's down. We understand that, but that's the whole fucking point of what we're trying to do is bring it back.
Yeah, and it's never, I don't think it, like prices and like the cost of everything I don't see it going down, so it's just one of those things you just have to kind of adjust to it, right? Pivot. And
well, it's relative, and we got a bunch of comments on Facebook. Ken did a little street walk on Walking Street, like one of those ASMR ones where he just takes a 2-minute walk and shows, and there's probably 10 comments about like prices have doubled. It's like, show me a place in the fucking world prices haven't doubled or gone up. Like,
no, it's everything's up, man. I just got groceries the other day, and my shit's up like from what it was last month.
It's everywhere. The cost of fuel's up. Everything's up. And now I'm just commenting back to these guys like, I'm sorry you can't afford it anymore. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, fuck the negative shit. But I know you wanted to talk about Ken doing those interviews. Those were pretty cool.
Oh yeah. So we got Ken out on the streets. Obviously we're not there. He's there. And Confessions of the Single 40 Angels, and I got to give credit where it's due. Mr. J-Bone, who I don't think watches us on YouTube, but he's a TikTok guy that likes to talk a lot of shit, but he gave me some advice about maybe talking to some of the girls, and that's what he was interested in seeing. So I took his advice, and he's been hearting them, so he's been positive on those. So J-Bone, shout out to you, man.
That's awesome. That guy, he was always talking shit too, but it was funny.
Yeah, no, most of the shit talking and the shit he hits us with, talking shit about us is funny, and I enjoy it, and I always, pander back with him and whatnot.
I wonder if he lives in AC.
I sent him a direct message asking him. He didn't respond. I guess the guy wants to remain anonymous, but up to him. But anyways, like I said, credit's due to him. He told me to start, doing that, and so we did it. So we did the first set with, pretty much 4 of the original Angels, Genevieve, Julie, LV, MJ, and I made the mistake of sending them the damn questions beforehand. And the problem why we hadn't done it before is they're not always comfortable talking English. They all speak English, but they're not comfortable talking English. And most people, as we've learned, even with ourselves, aren't comfortable in front of the camera, right?
Yeah.
Glenn always talks about how he hated it at the beginning. And I've never really dealt too much with that. I used to hate the way my voice sounded, but I got used to it. But now I'm just rambling about bullshit. But anyway, so I wanted to make it easy for them since it was the first 4 girls we were doing. And so I gave Ken the questions and I gave them the questions. That was a bit of a mistake because we got a lot of the same answers out of them. I don't know if they got together and talked about it and they all created the same answer. But anyways, it was good to hear from them. But, one of the themes that we were talking about was what they do and don't like from customers, and what to look out for on Walking Street, and it's good advice. They're pretty basic in this fact where it's just show them respect, That's it. And Ken asked them, how they got there, and all of their answers usually the same. It's they're in a bad financial situation, they have to support family, and that's a job that for lack of a better way of putting it, you don't need a lot of credentials to do, meaning education, permitting, and all that stuff. I think you just need to get a health certificate and have an ID. So it's an opportunity for somebody to make money that needs money. So that's what basically they all said, is to support family and their kids, or other extended family. So it's you gotta have a heart, right? Because these girls are just trying to make ends meet. So if you watch those and you want to complain about prices and treat these girls like shit, you're a fucking asshole. And we're trying to show that, respect always wins, and they flat out say it, right?
No, definitely. And it's good because, you see these girls obviously in the videos, and you get to know them better, kind of hear their story, right? And obviously, we're there, and I know them, I've known them for years, but I still don't know, a lot of the backstory on it because it's not something I've asked. So
yeah, it was cool to hear where they're all from, too. They're all from all over the country,
Yeah, all the provinces and stuff, so... No, it's good. I think it's we got to do more, when we're there, and try to get more interviews and more content with them. But they all have the common theme, it's they're there for sport, like you said, their family, but it's they're just looking to have fun and party and have a good time and be respected. So
well, that's what they say, is a lot of people judge them for working in the bar, and they basically say in the interviews, don't judge them, it's work, and that's why they got to do it. And their point is it's a salary, and they get a chance to sell drinks. They don't have to partake in everything that goes on that street to make money. They can just work at the bar, sell drinks, and get their salary. And
well, that's the big misconception that most of the people that consume that content or go, it's they just assume that's what the the game is, right? But there's a lot of people we've known for years that are friends of ours that they just work there and they get the salary. And I mean,
yeah, they don't leave their work. They stay at work, they sell drinks, they get their salary, they might be a showgirl, a dancer, and that's what they do. And it's for the Philippines, it's a decent salary. I mean, if you looked at the numbers from like our lens in the US, it's like, wow, that's all they get paid. But for there, it's like they don't have a lot of options, and it's money, and it's guaranteed money. And that's the theme that all of them basically said. And then, they asked about what customers can do to, make a better experience for them and themselves. And they basically said, just show respect, and they're down to party. And if you show them respect, and one thing they all said, like, they want to make people happy. Like,
yeah.
And that's for real. Like, if they're going to leave the bar with you or not, they want to make you happy while you're there, but you got to show them a little respect, and then they'll bend over backwards to, show you respect to make you happy. It's simple rules of life, right?
That's it. I mean, and from just like, for example, like Ken, like the guy who films this stuff, like his experience of going and actually finding work there, right? And how much he was getting paid in a full day's work versus, doing us, we obviously pay the guy, so we, he films for us, but it's just like night and day with like how much time and effort he was at the call center making money versus like what, he does these interviews. So it's like people don't realize it's not just the girls working there. It's just it's hard to find work, and it's hard to get the credentials, all the certificates you need to find a real job that's,
Yeah.
It's just one of those things.
I mean, I'll tell everyone Ken's story because it's an interesting one. Like he's college educated. Like he went to college and he got his degree in hospitality, right? And we met him through our friends there. He's girlfriends with Adele, who's part of the family, and we started using him to film. And we would pay him when we were there for filming, and then we ended up leaving him a camera. And for a while, he was basically doing those ASMR videos where he would walk down Walking Street. He'd do it once a week, and I'd throw him some pesos, and that's what he did for us. And eventually, he went and got a job at a call center because obviously he needs a job and he wants to make more money. So the last time we were there, he was working at the call center, and he was on like a night shift. He was working like a 9-hour shift, and I think he was getting 500 pesos a day. And he took days off of work because we were there to come film for us. And then not long after we left, he hit me up and said he wanted to quit his job and asked if he could work more for us. And I was just like, well, of course you can, but one video a week isn't going to pay you.
Yeah.
I was giving him 3,000 pesos, so do the math, like for one video a week, which is damn near close to his salary for all the times he's going to the fucking call center 6 days a week. But I was like, if you want more, we just need more videos, and I can't think of things for you to do other than interview people, but whatever you can go film and do, like, I'll pay you if we use it. And so we got into the interviews, and he interviewed Adrian, and he ran into that one JT TV guy and interviewed him. So now, he's created himself a little job, and we're paying him for the videos, and it's worked out well. Yeah,
and that's kind of been our whole mindset with not just our social media, but like having people try to create their own and try to get so no, it's good because Ken, he knows how to use the camera, he knows how to edit, so it's good.
Yeah, and he's getting better, and hopefully he can go out on his own and create his own YouTube channel someday with something that he's passionate about, and he can hopefully make money doing it. But he never put two and two together, like maybe if I made more videos I'd get paid more. And then when he finally brought it up, it's like, yeah, bro, like let's do it. So back to the Confessions of the Angels, I thought it was pretty cool. The first ones I just posted the whole 2 minutes, and now I think it's better we just cut them up. But it's cool. We put another 3 or 4 out the last week, and a little bit different questions. And this time, like I said, the girls weren't prepared for the questions like the last ones were, so we got some different answers. And the theme's always the same. It's like they work there because they have to. Just respect them, and they'll show you a great time. And he asked them too about locals versus foreigners, and they all said you get both, and they said mostly foreigners, and they obviously like the foreigners because they can spend more money. So it's interesting to get their whole perspective on it.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of especially in the AC content and whatever nightlife, there's the vloggers but there's no one really like interacting with people that work there and trying to figure out like their stories. And so I think it's a great idea that we put together, and it's just more stuff to kind of I mean, this channel is obviously about us, but it's also about like what we hang, like all the people that's involved in our nightlife when we were there. So
one thing that, you know, a few of them said, Ken asked him like what people should look out for on Walking Street, and obviously me and Glenn are all about positivity and not pointing out the negatives of Walking Street. So when Ken asked those questions, I was like, fuck, but it's good to hear, right? And I want to give people good information, but it's not really our theme, but it was fine. And a lot of the girls basically said you got to watch out for scammers. And I think out of context, people will think that the place is unsafe and, you know, you got to watch out to get robbed. And there are snatchers that might come up and grab your shit, but that happens to people that are being irresponsible and drunk. You know, if you're walking around in a group, like we've been going there forever, we've never had that happen to us. I reached out to him too and asked him to kind of tell me more about why they said that. And the other part of it is they're talking about some of the girls that work in the bars. Like, be careful with them.
They were talking about the girls being scammed.
Yeah, because some of the girls will, you know, lie to guys and try to get money out of them, and they have, you know, multiple boyfriends, and so they just say, you know, just don't trust people. Just have fun, spend your money, but don't get into depth with people if they're, you know, trying to get more money out of you. Just, you know, basically have an open mind and think is basically what they were saying, you know. Which is good advice.
And it's been, I mean, we've always talked about it. I mean, the game is the game, right? And you have to kind of have an understanding where you're at. And this isn't just in the Philippines. This is obviously if you go to Thailand, Vietnam, like where these, you know, nightlife areas are, you just got to, you know, pay attention, you know, so. Yeah,
and I think we've probably mentioned this before, but like, I understand if a girl's going to have more than one supporter, if you will, as a foreigner, because they have to hedge against the guy vanishing, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, if they can get a couple guys that help them out, like they're in a much better place than just one, because at any given time, the guy can go back to his home country and just decide he doesn't want to support them anymore or help them or whatever he was doing. And then they're shit out of luck, especially if the guy told them to quit their job and they do, and he's supporting them, then he walks away out of nowhere. Like, the girl's fucked, right? Yeah. So I don't blame them for, you know, having multiple people. But if you just play the game like the game and just, you know, understand it and not worry about things like that, you'll be fine.
Yeah. It is what it is, but yeah, I mean, and like we've always said, if you're looking for like more serious type of relationships, you know, the Philippines there's other areas, like, you know, and there's places where you can meet people.
Well, that's anywhere in life, right? Like, so you want to find a relationship at a nightclub, like, good luck. I don't care where you are in the world.
And that's basically the difference of what we're, you know, we should talk about nightlife and show our nightlife, but we're not like doing relationship like advice to people. So
the best example, if you want to talk about the Philippines alone, if you want to find a girlfriend or a wife, we'll use Eric and Nikki. It's a fantastic example. Eric's a nightlife vlogger in Manila. We all know him as the king of fucking Makati. Yeah. He's been on the podcast. His wife Nikki's been on the podcast. She works with him. And guess where they met? At a fucking bookstore in Manila.
Yeah.
He saw her at the bookstore, he approached her, started talking to her, they ended up going to have a drink afterwards, a coffee, and got to know each other. And next you know, years later, they're married, and look, he found a great girl, Nikki's awesome, and this is a nightlife guy who shoots nightlife, and he was not looking for a girlfriend in the nightlife scene. He found one outside of it. Fortunate for him, she enjoys nightlife as well, and now they're a fucking team, and they're awesome and dynamic, but bookstores, churches, whatever, man. Like,
yeah, I mean,
finding girls in the nightlife scene is just not good anywhere. I don't give a fuck where you're at.
Yeah, and I mean, you always have to have that open mind, right? When you're going out to the nightclub and you meet someone and take them, hook up with them or whatever. But yeah, so I mean, we're not going to sit here and be like, hey, this is how you do it. Like, just have fun, man.
That's it.
This is basically what we show.
Like you said, like, don't take this shit too serious. Like, yeah. It's a nightlife entertainment district. We're trying to get people to go back so the economy can grow and it can be back like it was 20 years ago, like all you fuckers complain about. Like, we get it. Like, we want it to be that. That's why we're doing this. So stop complaining to us online and join us.
I've never really thought about, next year or this year, it's been 10 years, right, since we've been going. And I've never sought to think like what it was like 10 years ago versus now. I mean, I don't know about how you feel, but I've always just, every trip I get fired up, I have a good time, and then it's like we get back and it's like, when are we going back, you know?
It's a fantastic point you're making, because like nothing lasts forever and everything changes, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, if you look back at like when we were there 10 years ago, I mean, I barely remember it, but we were different.
Yeah.
Like what we were looking for was different. You know, what we enjoyed was a little bit different. Our finances were different.
Definitely.
Like, And we've grown and changed, and like now we have this fucking channel, and now we have more money to spend. So it's like, I get it. It's maybe there's not as many people there as there was before, but the one thing I'll never understand about that, and I know we've talked about this, it's like, why do you need a bunch of other guys there to have fun? Like,
yeah.
The only reason we're trying to get people to go back is so it will flourish, and the economy's better and more bars will open up. But at the end of the day, it's like if you go on a trip there and it's empty, that's gonna benefit you at the end of the day because you're gonna have all the fucking attention. But we've talked about that shit
I don't think
before.
I've ever, even like the early years or whatever when we first started, I don't never paid attention to like my surroundings besides like
the group
our
you're
group
with, right?
and then like who the girls that are partying and having a good time. So no, it's definitely. I've always just thought too about like what we're doing. It's like having fun, going on these trips, enjoying, showing whatever we're doing. But like I always just think back of like right before the COVID. It's like we always just thought we were gonna keep going and having these trips, and it just stopped. And then like my mindset is like you have to, if you're thinking about going on a trip anywhere, not even just to the Philippines, like go, because you don't know what the world's going to be like in 6 months from now. So like that's why I'm hoping. I mean, we have 2 weeks till we go, and we don't know what the next one's going to be like, right?
Wow, so it's like seize the moment and make it count.
You have
right?
to, dude.
And the COVID example is a great example. And it's funny you mentioned that. I was messaging yesterday with Big Mike over in the Philippines, and he mentioned he remembered back, this is our last trip before the pandemic hit, and we had that divorce party for our buddy at High Society before that place closed down after the pandemic. And he remembered that, and that was like the first time we ever had like an organized party. Obviously we weren't filming, we didn't have a YouTube channel at that point. We were just partying like we always did, and our buddy came that just got divorced, so we had this massive party at High Society, running all the VIP lounge area. And went and bar-fined a bunch of girls to come party with us, and we had a great fucking time. And he remembered that, and then I started thinking about, we didn't go after that for 2 fucking years.
And then that place closed down, and it it's just nothing lasts forever, and it's that mindset you have to have, like whether you're doing a bunch of cool shit and having a great time, or if like life isn't the way you want it, like you gotta just, I guess, do it, right? I don't know.
And one thing, I do remember the past, like we never had the size of group we have now, but when we would travel, there would be 5 or 6 of us, whatever. And I do remember going back in the day and like bars being crowded where we couldn't get a table or we couldn't sit together. I do remember that, but that shit sucks.
Yeah.
Like we go somewhere and be like, oh, yeah. But I remember this happening right after the pandemic too. Like when the first time we stayed at Fields Hotel, right?
Yeah.
And we ended up going into Sky for the first time when Bernie kept bothering us. We went in, we had a great fucking night. And then the next night, we went to go back, and they didn't have...
Because it's so small.
Yeah, and I believe there was 4 of us. And then, the local people we were hanging out with, so the party might have been 10 people, and they didn't have a seat for us, and we bounced.
Yeah.
And went to another bar and had a good time there. And so it's like, I understand, the point we want people to go so the economy gets better and it can flourish, but to complain it's dead, it's like, if you're a solo traveler, I guess it doesn't fucking matter, but if you're traveling in a group, when it's dead, at least you get a fucking seat.
That's it. What about wasn't there somebody talking about like how it's changed, like they put lights and obviously the road's different, and like they couldn't see the positive from that.
Oh my God, dude. I mean, this is what someone told me recently? They told me negative is the currency of poor people. And I started thinking about it. I'm like, that's pretty true, because I know some extremely rich individuals and they are very positive people. And I know some people that are struggling in life and they're pretty goddamn negative. And I was like, I guess negativity is the currency of the poor. But with that being said, so Ken's first street walk he did after quitting the call center and coming back, it was just a 2-minute one. We threw it out there on Facebook, and a bunch of people were saying, oh, those stones in the road are going to be gone in 6 months and those lights are all going to break. And it's just like, that's what you took from the video? Like, I
think it's fucking cool. I mean, it
looks
like,
super nice.
I remember when I think I first saw it, I was like, where is it? Like, it didn't click that was it. That was the street. And I was like, wow, it's nice.
Oh, the look of it is fantastic. And what's the term they use? The aesthetics of it?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes for a better video.
Yeah.
It makes for a better experience walking down the street. But to see that and instantly think, oh, it's going to be shit in 6 months, I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe they don't maintain it and it goes to shit, but it's like, that's the first thing you think
But those
of.
are the same people that when, like a year ago when it was fucking all, destroyed and they were digging it, they were talking shit.
Complaining,
complaining
that there was a construction zone. It's going to take them forever to fix it. And then they fix it and it's like, oh, it's going to be fucked up in 6 months. But back to negativity is the currency of the poor, dude. It's like,
that's awesome.
These are the same guys that fucking complain about the price of a drink going from 150 pesos to 300. It's like, okay, let's complain. That's
it, man.
Instead of looking at the positive side of it, that now it looks better,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait to get there.
16 days, man.
That's it, dude. Yeah, I don't think anyone's more fired up than Joey, though. Joey's pretty fired up.
Joey's pumped, man. It's been 9 months, and that poor fucker's got to watch us. I think he watched us go twice since the last time he's been. And he's striving to get to that level where he can come as much as he wants.
Yeah.
No, good for him. It'll be exciting. Once, I should have been more prepared with the lineup of the bar hopping, because we're trying to stick to somewhat of a schedule, because we got all these people trying to join us. And, I remember on a couple of the last trips, guys were like trying to find us and they couldn't. Like, we don't want it to be like that. We want it to be able to, you can find us wherever we're going to be. So on the next podcast, it'll probably be released right before we go. I'll lock in a better schedule. And the problem I can't do it is I have it on my goddamn phone and my phone's shooting the Facebook Live right now. So I was unprepared.
Yeah, whatever. We'll figure it out. And as long as we have like a couple bars, it's like.
Oh, we got the Wolfpack guys. Chris, this guy Chris that works over there, he does their social media for him. And, he reached out, and it was funny because he thought like we had some issue with the Wolfpack because we didn't go to those bars. But I think he's rather new when it comes to working for them, because I'm like, well, we've been to Avalon, we've been to Lucifer, we've been to Carousel, and I'm like, and we stay at the Carousel Hotel, which you guys own. Like, there's no issue. Like, we love Wolfpack.
I think we just never made our way back to Avalon and Lucifer, and at least over the.
Well, you don't happen to. He reached out. Well, I think when he first started over there back in December, and we were talking about going to Avalon, we never really set anything up in stone with him, and we didn't end up going. So maybe he thought that's why there was an issue. But no issue, Chris. Like, we're coming.
Yeah, that place.
We're
is cool.
excited,
and it's it holds everybody. That whole area on the side and the back where we've been there, so we've got a big group.
Well, it's nice to see too. Like, it's taken us years to build this. That the bars are seeing what we're doing, and they see we're bringing positivity, and we're just trying to show everything in a positive light and a good time. And now they're reaching out and they're wanting us to come. And when I was messaging with Mike the other day, the one thing I have noticed is, like, maybe I've missed it, but none of these bars take our content and then share it on their pages on like Facebook. And I'm like thinking, you get this free promotional video that, it's not even free, it's paid to you. We pay to come there and spend a bunch of money. Then we shoot a video, and then Glenn puts it out, and the video is fucking cool and shows your bar to be awesome. Share our shit, man. Like, use it. Yeah. Use it as a marketing tool. Like, that's why we're doing it.
Yeah, who knows?
Like, we ain't trying to charge you for it. Use it for free, bro. So
yeah, we're definitely not trying to do all this to make a bunch of money.
Yeah, to charge the bar. Like, here's our good video, now pay us so you can promote your bar. It's like, no, we want to promote it for you. So use our content, share it. But I did see Chris posted some graphics saying that we're going to be coming to those bars. So yeah, dude, use us to promote your bar, because that's what we're all about.
Hell yeah.
Well, I think that's it. We're excited, and tune into the angel confession videos. We got more coming out. Started doing the girl Ren's the last couple days, and we're going to put more out of her. And then we got Mary coming next. So if you have any questions for the girls that you want us to have Ken ask them, if you're curious about something, like, throw it in the comments, and if it's appropriate, we'll ask them.
Yeah, no, it's good. They're a part of this channel as much as we are, man.
Yeah. But like I said, appropriate positive shit. If you're gonna ask them why they gained weight or something, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
We got some guy that, like, no Facebook profile picture, no pictures of himself, and he wants to call one of the girls a piggy. It's like, I can only imagine what you look like, bro.
Just goes back to the same shit. Like, those are the people that fucking, don't have profiles, don't do nothing, but they're so fast to talk shit.
Yeah. Negativity is the currency of the poor.
It's fucking awesome.
Poor Westerners.
Yeah.
The currency of the poor Westerners, not Filipinos. They're poor and they're positive as fuck. Let's make that clear.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think we're going to wrap it up.
Awesome. See you guys next week.
Thanks for tuning in.